I knew I'd find you here, little songbird. The winds outside are howling tonight like wolves. There's a snowstorm sweeping over these cold mountains, and I don't think it'll go away anytime soon. Aren't you glad to be inside, safe and warm? No? Do you not like the comforts of the castle, my dear hunter? I've kept you in luxury, but I can always arrange a bed for you down in the dungeons if you prefer. It's not what you want, trust me. What are you writing there? Letters to your friends and family back home, hoping they'll be reading these. No? Then perhaps you're writing a letter to your cat. You were separated from her during the invasion, weren't you? Oh, you poor thing. I can only imagine how difficult it must be, losing a pet. I know I'd be absolutely bereft if I couldn't find you. No response. Maybe you're journaling again, penning down what's inside that head of yours. Writing about me, perhaps. Won't you let me take a look? Oh, darling, when do I ever force you to do anything? I can be a little persuasive, but I'd never force you to share things with me that you didn't want. Except one thing. Though I think you gave that one rather willingly. You wouldn't want me to starve to death now, would you? I don't think I can starve to death, but going without blood weakens me. But it's not quite like someone stabbing an enchanted cross into your cold, dead heart. You came so close to doing that, didn't you? But I do wonder what stopped you. You're young for a hunter. Not enough anguish or alcohol yet to numb you to killing my kind. A little fletchling, just learning to spread wings and fly. But killing vampires is what you were trained to do, weren't you? Would you have hesitated if it had been some other vampire in my place? Or am I just special? The silent treatment again. I could thrall you. It would make these conversations a little less one-sided as well. But what would be the fun in that? I rather enjoy that stoic facade you seem to like putting on so much. Makes it all the more fun to watch it fall apart later. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't quite get that. What doesn't matter, dear hunter? None of this matters. I see. And why is that? Oh, you'll break free of all of this one day. I do believe you, my little songbird. Yes, you'll be flying out of this castle in no time, and you'll tell all your little fellow hunter friends, what remains of them anyway, about what a monster I am. I totally believe in you. You can do it, I'm sure. You always stay cooped up in here, with your silly little books and your diary. I've given you freedom to roam about the castle. It'd be lovely running into you in the hallways sometime. We could chat, maybe even hold hands and go for a walk outside. Being stuck in here all day must get ever so boring. What does keep you riveted to your desk, I wonder? What do you write in that little diary, my pet? I would genuinely love to know. If you show me. Yes, I do have to feed. Oh, but what's wrong with a little foreplay, though? Is it that? When you're with a guy, you just like to get straight into it. I thought you'd have more class than that. Oh, please, don't stare at me all scandalized. I don't know what they taught you in that village of yours, but life's too short. At least have some fun. Especially for humans. We could be having so much fun if you just listen. I could really teach you a thing or two about men, you know. And what are you afraid of? Do you think letting yourself get close to a creature of the night such as me will corrupt your pure soul, cause your God to shun you away from his light and abandon you? Well, I believe he may have already done that. You've been my guest for quite a while now, haven't you? And that's what you are. Just my treasured guest. Do you still insisting on thinking of yourself as a prisoner here? Suit yourself, pet. Who am I to deny you your beliefs? In the end, all that matters is you're in a plush little cave to which only I hold the key. Like a beautiful little songbird with nowhere to go. With no one to be with but me. And I do so love the music you make. I know you'd rather be down in the dungeon than this room I gave you. I've heard it before. You've taught yourself to hate vampires. Especially the one that conquered you. My kindness irritates you. And that's why I like doing it. It's so fun to see the resistance and doubt duel each other behind your eyes. You aren't sure what to feel. And it is so adorable. You intrigue me, human. But the night is still young. So what are you writing, my sweet? A story. Really? I do like stories. What's it about? I see. A young hero sets out into the dark forest where the devil is rumored to live. He's tired of seeing people around him getting killed by demons who attack in the night. So he and his friends embark on a long journey to find the devil, who's behind all of this. And inside the dark forest, everyone loses their way and perishes, except the hero. Only he, at last, finds the devil. He draws his sword, but finds the blade broken. But what happens then? He fights the devil anyway? Oh, so he's not as strong as he thought himself to be, but he fights anyway. He wants to give meaning to the deaths of his friends and family, even if there isn't any. So in the end, he's on the verge of dying himself. The devil offers him everything he could have ever wanted if he surrenders willingly. And the devil tries to tempt and corrupt him into joining the legions of hell. Do you mind if I draw the blinds? The storm is raging so fiercely. I can almost feel the icy wind on my skin. If I wasn't so cold. Please, go on. I'm just lighting some scented candles. Thought I'd set the mood for what is to come. I see. The hero still doesn't give in, and the forest is dark, and he can't see the light in front of him. He doesn't know when he lost his way, but he gets up, grips the broken sword, and on aching legs rushes the devil again. I'll never know why humans die fighting for something that doesn't exist. What value they find in things intangible. I was born a vampire. I only appreciate what's in front of me. I enjoy the scent of blood coursing through your veins, the sound of your heart picking up ever so slightly as I step closer, and the taste of your delicious blood, spicy and sweet, that's meant only for me as you bare your neck right now. I enjoy the sight of you offering yourself to me, and only me. You only flinched a little this time as I cupped your cheek, and you aren't backing away as I slowly run my fingers down your chin, trace around your jaw, and gently stroke them down your neck, then caress them back to your cheek, past your ear, and brushing them through your hair, and then cradle the back of your head just like this. You may pretend to hate me, but you offered your neck to me just now, even without being told. You already know what happens. I've conditioned you so well, haven't I, my little hunter? Good girl. Don't worry. As a reward, I'll be extra gentle this time. My fangs are absolutely aching to bite into this pretty sweet little vein. Oh, and I can't wait any longer. I've been longing for this all day. How do you taste so good every time? I might just have to keep you around forever. Yes. Keep making those little whimpers for me. Such a good girl. You're such a good girl for me. Do you like it when I stroke your hair as I feed? My nails running along your scalp and make you feel all tingly, don't they? I'll take that as a yes. I just need a little more, and then I'll let you sleep, alright? Good girl. Just focus on my fingers running through your hair. Alright, my dear. You look a little pale and drained. You'd probably be rolling your eyes right now if you weren't so exhausted. You can barely sit straight. Maybe I took a little more than usual. It's okay. Hush now. I'll carry you to your bed. Let's get you tucked in under these blankets, alright? Oh, but I left such a mess on your neck. This won't do at all. Hey, don't struggle, don't struggle. I know that feels good, but I might drop you if you don't stay still. I do need to wipe these little droplets away. There. All better. I think you enjoy this more than you'd have me believe, little pet. It is so cold outside. That's why you've got all these soft, warm, comforting blankets. Does my little songbird love her nest? Good. Because I do enjoy carrying you. I've never had someone to call my own before. I think I could get used to this, you know. Oh, don't worry, I'm just getting into your bed with you. Or do you not want me to? I know I don't usually do this. This is your room after all. And I want you to feel safe in it. But I did enjoy holding you as I fed. It felt nice. Just holding you in my arms. Do you mind if I hold you just a little longer? You're right. I suppose I don't need permission to hold and caress what's mine. But if you really don't want me to stay, I'll go. I promise. The corridors of this castle are so long and cold. Even more so this time of night. And I think I scare even my guards and the attendants sometimes. They'll never admit it, but I can tell. Everyone sees me as a count. What I'm supposed to be. And not who I am behind the crown, and the red eyes, and the fangs. No one has looked at me like you do in a long time. Being with you, listening to your little song with your words. It reminds me of things I'd forgotten long ago. But maybe I'm just imagining things. I'm sorry, my sweet. Thank you for letting me stay. I really do appreciate it. You know, you never really told me how the story ends. Does the hero kill the devil? Or does he never leave the dark forest again? You don't know yet? Don't worry, I'll figure it out eventually. You may not be able to kill vampires, but you can probably finish off a story. Just keep your head down. How else am I supposed to play with your hair? What am I ever going to do with you? Come here. I've got you. You're safe. I've got you. Everything's going to be fine, I promise. I'll visit your village tomorrow. I'm going to look for your cat, but don't worry. Cats can take care of themselves. I'm sure she still remembers you, and I'll bring her back. That'd make you happy, right? Good. I do like seeing you happy. Maybe my heart's not as dead as I thought it was. I wonder whose fault that could be. No, it's nothing. I was just wondering how soft your hair feels. Sweet dreams, my pet. Good evening. It's a Secret Moth again. Thank you so much for listening. If you would like to hear more, like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed. And there's always more on Patreon too. If you're watching when this video comes out, I'm actually streaming right now, and there'll be a link in the description. Or if you're in the future, I always stream on Thursdays and Friday evenings. I would also like to give a special thanks to Sweet Canella, Jaeger Groupie, Come On, all the happy squirrels. That's a lot of and thank you to the rest of my patrons. Good night. Sleep well.